Hi, so welcome to the live stream. I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will come through me to give messages which are relevant for those of you who listen to this. Just before starting, just to let you know that myself and an amazing galactic healer, Jay Brady, we're both doing an event together in 2 weeks on Saturday, which will be 12 noon UK time. Um, and there's a link for that on the description, or you can access a link for tickets via the Gen site. And Jay works with many beings, many star beings. But this particular event, it'll be about going to the root cause of whatever issue, health condition, whatever theme you want to work with. And Archangel Raphael will guide people through the layers to go deeper to access the root. And there'll also be a bit of time for questions. So if you've got a question about the root and what it may be, then Raphael will answer. And then Jay will guide people on a journey to take them to Archurian medbeds to clear the root of it. And the medbeds are very, very powerful. For those of you who haven't experienced them, it's a very, very, visceral, real experience, something that you really experience strongly, in your body that you feel. Um, Absolutely amazing. So that event is in 2 weeks, and for those of you who can't attend live, there'll be a replay, which will be just as powerful. All the energies will be on that. So that's coming up. For anyone wishing for one-to-one, that can be accessed via the Archangel Raphael site. And I have two kinds, and one is about life purpose and going deeper into that. And the other is the general, which will include everything, the general sessions. And finally, if anyone would like a 5-minute message by Raphael for any question you have, you can also purchase that via the Archangel Raphael site. So you can just buy the 5-minute message and put in the notes your question. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that you are all clearing a lot, which is to do with clearing up the things which have been in your life for a long time, which are still affecting you mentally, physically, on levels which are more grounded. So it is a time to work with the body, with the mind, with the emotions. That I am seeing it is the sort of time where you may feel inside you really need something a bit more grounded, a bit more about really going deep into what is going on a level that is much more to do with the conscious side of you, the side where you are really feeling a lot. Because everything that needs clearing has already come up to the surface. You have already gone deep enough, mostly when it comes to the issues in your life. There may be one or two things that you still need to go deeper into, but generally everything is on the surface, and it is about working with these layers now in ways where first you are able to identify what is going on and then allow the energies to clear in the right way. Whether you prefer to do energetic work to clear energy, such as things you know about, working with higher beings to heal the physical, emotional layers, or whether you prefer movement or sound, perhaps breath work. But you will each be guided to what you need. But I will say that there are still energies clearing, so you won't feel fully well, but you are getting there. It is also good for you to know that there are many different ways of healing, that healing is not always meant to be something that is about finding new ways of doing things. Sometimes it is. Sometimes your healing path takes you to lots of newness, a lot of things you have never heard of, and then you explore them and find new things out. And for some of you, that is your path to explore everything that exists, to learn about lots of different healing modalities, techniques, tools, and then to share information, to almost be like spokespeople when it comes to healing, to find out about all different types of healers and modalities and share information, guide people to the right people. So I will say, those of you who are meant to explore, do that, and it will bring you joy as well as a lots of healing. But then there are others here, and you already have enough. You have all the tools you need. You are not being guided to keep exploring, but to use what you have. And the way that you will know the difference is that when you have what you need already, your instinct will be that you just need time to be with yourself, to really use the tools you have, to go inwards. But when you are the sort of person who is more about exploring different ways, perhaps even looking for ways which are really fast and effective so you can share them, perhaps you are all about really finding things which are cutting edge and then introducing them to the mainstream. If that is your path, what your instinct will be is to actually go and be in different places with different people and find out about ways of clearing and doing things. So follow your own path. But don't be in any way feeling despondent about what you experience, because it is all clearing, that none of you will be left stranded. You will all find yourself feeling crystal clear when you are able to be fully in your own energy, following your higher self guidance. You will end up crystal clear by doing this. And what I mean by this is that as you follow what you are meant to be doing, you will be clear. That is what I see. I also will say that no one is left out from life. You are all equally included. You don't always feel it. Some of you feel very much on the outside of things, like you are never part of the main circle, like other people are stepping into the limelight, other people are the centre of attention, and you are on the outside. And I will say, those of you who feel this are the ones who have had a lot of this across space and time. And what I would like to say to you is that I am helping you to find your way back to the inside of life. And I will actually help you to become center stage for as long as you need to heal this. Because where you have actually been excluded, left out, always the one who slips through the net, who doesn't have needs met, perhaps have had lives where you have actually died of neglect, where you have had a need no one has spotted, and you have actually lost your life. Perhaps lives where you have literally lived like someone who has no home and nobody has helped you because nobody has even noticed you sitting at the side where as everyone else has been getting on with life. For those of you who have had a lot of this, you will feel it inside, and you will perhaps always feel on the outside and then experience it in your life. To those of you like this, I am bringing you back into the fold, so to speak. I am actually helping you to feel that every need you have is going to be met, but when you are part of life fully, And eventually, I will make it that you are center stage for a while, for as long as you need, in order to heal this wound, so that things that you have experienced, you will experience the total opposite until you feel that part of you is fully restored into the light of oneness within, where you always feel included, seen, and heard. And this message is not for all of you, but some of you here who I know suffer with this. And I also will say that those of you who are doing a lot of work in the light of oneness, who are not really seen, recognized for it. You will be. That I am working on all of this. I am working on bridging the gap between those who are used to being in the limelight and being noticed and those who are not. I am helping you. You may not realize it at the moment, because I am still working on you personally, working on your internal state, working on bringing you up to speed about yourself and who you are. But what you will notice is in time, things will happen that will actually restore balance and harmony. And through this, there will be a lot of positive energy created on earth, because those of you who have been excluded will have a lot to say that is really valuable, that will help other people to also step into the limelight. So it is a reminder. And also, I will say that when you feel excluded, remember that it is important to work through your feelings before you can actually experience inclusion. Because where the feelings are strong, they will create something on the outside. So it is important to work with this. I also would like to say that when you are feeling a bit like certain people are not quite seen, perhaps people you know in your life, you may feel inside that you would like to support them to be seen. And I will say that is one of the ways that I will be helping people to feel included. It may even be that you are working as a social worker or in some kind of social capacity, and you notice certain people who are just not seen, who slip through the net, who nobody notices. And what I will be doing is working through you to bring them back into life. So it is just a reminder that this sort of work is very important at the moment, that it is part of restoring balance. It will bring harmony, peace, and it does apply globally as well to certain communities, certain types of people, certain races who have been excluded, who have been seen in one way or another as lesser beings, that everything is being addressed, everything is being restored back to balance. And when there is balance on earth, and equality, fairness between all people, that is when you can rise to a new level together. That is when you no longer compete for attention. You no longer compete for anything, because you all feel seen and heard and valued. And that is when you can truly work together without feeling that you are at odds with each other or in competition or trying in one way or another to be better than one another. So I am really working hard on this at the moment behind the scenes. And I am saying all this as well because there is a lot coming up at the moment collectively about this. A lot that is really being seen about how certain people are excluded, certain people are treated a particular way. So it is all coming up so it can be addressed. I have one more thing I would like to tell you now, and that is when I speak through this channel, there is a lot that you will recognize as belonging to you, in that what I speak about is directly relevant to you, and that is why I am saying it. And then there are other things you will think to yourself, perhaps, that you are not really a part of what I'm saying, that it is perhaps for other people. But what I would like to remind you is that even the messages which perhaps don't directly apply to you will be relevant in some way. So it may not be for you, but it may be for someone you know. And when you are with that person, you may remember the message and want to pass it on to them. So it is just a reminder that everything you hear through this channel is going to be useful in some way. If not for you, then for others who are in your orbit. What I will say about the week ahead is that it will generally be a positive one that will be filled with lots of energy, but it will also be something that you may feel is a bit more about really needing to get things done and go forwards with your life, a bit more down to earth. That is what I see. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being part of this and wishing you a really good week ahead and much love to all of you.